Okay, let's start the meditation here. Everybody close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Visualize that every time you breathe in, you're breathing in energy. You're breathing in relaxation. Every time you exhale, you're exhaling tension. Visualize breathing in the relaxation and exhaling the tension. And visualize that every time you breathe in, you can visualize warmth and light radiating outward from your lungs all over your body. Visualize that right now. Breathing in the relaxation, exhaling the tension. And you can also visualize that you're pulling in energy up through the floor, up through the ground from Mother Earth, up into your feet. Visualize that right now. Pulling in the energy from the ground up into your feet. And the energy comes up in your feet, up into your ankles, and then up into your calves. Wherever the energy goes, you can feel the relaxation and the warmth coming up into your body. And you can feel the tension flowing down and being absorbed by Mother Earth, pulling in energy from Father Sky and pulling in energy from Mother Earth. And as the energy comes up into your body, you can feel the tension flowing out of you. And you're getting more and more relaxed moment by moment as the energy flows up into your body. And you're feeling warmer and more relaxed, and your breathing is slowing down. Slowing down, moment by moment, becoming more and more relaxed, becoming more and more in tune. With your higher self. I'm going to count downward from 10 to 1, and on every number that I count down, you'll be twice as relaxed on the number before, starting with the number 10. And then the number 9, twice as relaxed as before. And then 8. 7, twice as relaxed as before. Then 6, going down. And 5. 4, down deeper, deeper every moment. 3, 2, and then 1. Feeling very relaxed. And now see yourself at the end of a long hallway. Down the end of a hallway is a bright light and a door. You walk down the hallway through the bright light. As you walk through the light, you feel much warmer. You walk through the door, and as you walk through the door, you realize this is not just any door, but this is a portal. You've just gone from the physical plane to the astral plane, which is one level above the physical plane, which is the dimension which we live. Immediately as you walk into the astral plane, you see it's much more beautiful than the physical plane. Most people see it like a forest, but not just like any forest, more of a magical forest. A forest where you can feel the energy from the trees around you. You can feel the energy from the sky. You can feel the energy from the water. And there is a stream in this forest. And everything around you is also more beautiful. Not only do you feel the energy, but you see it in its natural beauty. The sky is the most beautiful shade of blue you've ever seen. It's glowing. The grass on the ground is glowing green. The trees are glowing green. The water is glowing blue. There are birds up in the trees, and they're singing the most beautiful song you've ever heard. The most magical, hypnotic sound that the birds are singing. And you can feel energy from everything. You can feel energy coming off the water, and off the trees, and off the ground, and from the sky. And also from all the heavenly bodies out in space. You can feel the energy from them also. Even though they're so very far away. And you feel the interconnections between everything. You feel the interconnections between all life. You realize that separation is a myth, is an illusion. There is no separation here. Everything is connected. That's the first spiritual truth that you recognize here on the astral plane. Everything is interconnected. There's no separation. Intuitively, you know that the way to go deeper, even here on this plane, is through meditation. So you find a tree to sit under, and you sit under the tree, and you begin to meditate. And you sit under a tree, and you begin to meditate. Let's work on our chakras first. Starting with the Root Chakra, located at the base of our spine. The affirmation associated with the root chakra is, I feel safe. I feel secure. And now that you have that spiritual truth down, that everything is interconnected, it's very easy to feel safe and to feel secure. And you can bring that knowledge with you back to the physical plane. Everything is interconnected. There's no separation. And you can tell yourself things like, I always feel safe. I always feel secure. I have everything that I need. I can easily pay my bills. There is always enough. I never have to worry about not having enough. There is always enough. And as you tell yourself affirmations such as this, there's always enough. I never have to worry. There's always enough. Your root chakra becomes open and glows. The root chakra glows with the color red, and you see yourself in that magical forest on the astral plane, glowing red. Visualize that right now. And the next chakra up is the Sacral Chakra. The affirmation here is, I'm attractive. Now that you don't have to worry about feeling safe anymore, you feel safe all the time. You can focus on yourself a little bit. And as you tell yourself affirmations such as this, I'm attractive. I have a lot going for myself. It makes you feel better about yourself. And we have to look out for ourselves first. So we tell ourselves, I am attractive. I feel good about the way I look. Lots of people tell me I'm attractive, and it makes me feel good. And as you tell yourself affirmations such as this, it raises your energy. The Sacral Chakra resonates with the color orange. And you see yourself glowing orange now, sitting under that tree in the magical forest on the astral plane, glowing orange and feeling good about yourself. The next chakra up is the solar plexus chakra, located right below our heart, right above our belly button. And the affirmation here is, I have self-esteem. I have self-esteem. And now our energy is getting a little higher. Now we realize we've accomplished things in our life. We've done things. We've worked hard. We've learned a lot of things. Maybe we have some kind of degree. Maybe we have some kind of certification. Maybe we've mastered some skill. No matter what it is, make a mental list in your mind right now. All the things you've accomplished. All the things you've worked hard to learn. Feel how good that makes you feel. As you do this, your solar plexus chakra opens. The solar plexus chakra glows with the color yellow. And now you're glowing yellow. Visualize that right now. Sitting under that magical tree in the magical forest on the astral plane, glowing yellow, glowing with self-esteem. Next up is the Heart Chakra. Now we're getting into a higher vibration, a higher energy. The heart chakra resonates at the energy of love. And not just any kind of wishy-washy love which comes and goes, but unconditional love. Unconditional love. And not just love for a few, but love for many. Now you're learning to show compassion. Now you're learning to empathize for those in need. Now when people come to you with need, if you can fulfill their needs, you'll do it because your heart is open. And you tell yourself things like, I have unconditional love. I'm a very loving person. My heart is open. I can easily give to those who need my help. If I can help them, if it's in my power, I'll do so because I'm an unconditionally loving person. And people are starting to sense that you're a compassionate, loving person. And many of them will come to you for answers to their questions. You're being known as a counselor now, because to be a good counselor, the first thing you must have is compassion. And you're learning that. You're learning not to focus on yourself so much. You feel pretty good about yourself, but you're learning to focus on others, focus on the needs of others. And the color associated with the heart chakra is green, a very healing color. Green is a very healing color. Green is the color of the heart chakra. You see yourself now sitting in that magical forest on the astral plane, glowing yellow, giving off the energy of compassion and love for many people, being known as a counselor, being known as one who has compassion for many. And you're giving off that green glow, the glow of a healer, the glow of one whose heart is open. And once the heart chakra is open, it opens you up to the higher chakras. Once the heart chakra is open, the higher chakras can come next. Next is the throat chakra. The affirmation associated with the throat chakra is, I hear my truth and speak my truth. I hear my truth and I speak my truth. You hear your truth and you speak your truth because your intuition is growing. You're becoming more intuitive all the time. And as the heart chakra opens and you learn to meditate more and more, this will naturally happen. And you're doing this. Your heart is open, you're showing compassion, and you're meditating. You're listening. You're listening to your higher self, or God, or your spirit guides, however you want to describe this higher self. Names don't matter. It just matters that you're becoming open to it. You're becoming open to it more and more. The color associated with the throat chakra is blue. Now see yourself giving off a blue glow right now, giving off that energy of being connected to your higher self. And listening and speaking forth the truth that you hear from your higher self, and giving off that blue glow as you sit under that magical tree in the magical forest on the astral plane. A couple more chakras to go. Next is the third eye chakra, located right in the middle of your forehead. The affirmation here is, I see my truth. And now you're becoming even more intuitive. Now, not only do you hear your truth, but you're also seeing your truth. Sometimes in dreams, when you're sleeping, and your dreams will give you the answer to some of the questions that you might have, or the questions that someone else might have. More and more, you'll be getting answers to these questions that you might have or someone else might have. It's happening more and more all the time. Or sometimes when you're deep in meditation, you'll see a vision that answers the question that you might have or someone else might have. This is happening to you more and more all the time as you're seeing your truth. The color associated with the third eye chakra is indigo. And see yourself now giving off that indigo glow, a very high energy, in that magical forest in the astral plane. One more chakra to go. That's the Crown Chakra, located right above your head. And the affirmation here is, I am always connected to God. I am always connected. For quite a long time now, you've been showing compassion to others. You've been helping others and healing others and helping them any way you can. And you've been meditating quite often. More and more you've been going into that inner place within yourself and finding the peace there and the answers to your problems or anyone else's problems who have asked you for questions that they might not have the answers for. But as you meditate more and more, you'll have those answers. And more, you're finding that the stresses of life have no power over you anymore, because you can see beyond them. You can see the big picture beyond all those stresses of life, and they just don't bother you anymore. This is what happens when the Crown Chakra opens. And the color associated with the Crown Chakra is white. And now see yourself glowing white, like a light bulb. You're in that magical forest on the astral plane, glowing white. And as you sit there, quite often, you'll hear from your higher power Some would say from your spirit guide. You hear from this higher being. And the message that you always hear will always start off with, I'm very pleased with you. I'm very happy with you. I'm very pleased with you. You've done so well. You've learned so much. You've helped so many people. You've inspired so many people. You've healed so many people. You've loved so many people. I'm very pleased with you. That's how the message will always start. Once you connect with this higher being, some would call a spirit guide. And then also, you'll hear some other message related to some question that you may be having. And right now, what I'd like you to do is ask your spirit guide that question that you might have right now. Ask your spirit guide that question and wait for the answer. The answer might not come right away, but when you ask, the answer always comes in time. So watch your dreams very closely. When you're asleep, it might come in your dreams, or it might come when you're in that gray zone between being asleep and being awake. You might get the answer then. But when you speak to your spirit guide, you always get the answer, one way or another. And you've asked the question. All you need to do is just wait for the answer. And realize also that you can come back to this place anytime you want. It's very easy. All you need to do is be still, be silent, go within. Let your mind slow down. You can very easily go to this place, this magical forest on the astral plane, or even on the higher planes, if you wish. Because there are higher planes than the astral plane. You can go anywhere you want. All you need to do is just go within. Be still. Be silent. And let your consciousness take you there. Spend a few more moments in this place. And when you're ready, come back into the room here in the physical plane, and you'll remember everything that happened here, and you'll feel wonderful.